Hi. What the fuck? I'm here. I'm live. We're doing our Fallout 4 cooking stream. It's just me. I guess I did the baking one alone. I guess. But I don't know why that felt like less setup. Probably because I didn't have a hot plate. Probably because I wasn't trying to make 2 meals. And I didn't have a hot plate, which is not hot or plugged in right now, by the way, but someone is gonna have to remind me to not touch I'm gonna move my mouse so I don't like put my arm over the hot plate constantly. But hello. Hi. I already have the oven preheating, like, the mac and cheese is being made on stream, but the pasta part, they had me like pre-cook, which is good because I don't think that this can boil water. Like, I just don't think that this is gonna stay hot enough to actually like boil a pot of water and cook pasta for like 10 minutes straight. So I made them, like, the elbow mac and cheese is the elbow macaroni, no cheese, is cooked and it's sitting out there in a pot. So basically what we do for that one is, based on this, is we take like the cheese and the carrots and everything, we're making all of that together, and then we like put it in a saucepan, put the macaroni in, heat that shit up, get it all like ooey gooey, mac and cheesy, coated throughout, beautiful. We have some ingredients I don't know, I wasn't familiar with. We have some ingredients I know quite well. I learned the difference between buttermilk and heavy cream. Both of those are necessary for the 2 things we're making today. Another thing that's in something is dried cranberries, which is my favorite thing, so that's all I've eaten today. Hopefully we have enough for the soda bread, because I took out all the ingredients this morning and then I just continued to eat the dried cranberries until we went live right now. Today, we are making 2 things as voted by the populace, which I kind of disagreed with the populace, but we're here. And I went grocery shopping yesterday as soon as the poll ended. So this is the Fallout 4 official, Fallout 4 official cookbook, my dudes. The polls, someone rigged the polls. The silent majority voted for mac and cheese. Literally no one other than Jess was vocally like, I want mac and cheese. But Jess was like, I want mac and cheese, and then everyone else voted mac and cheese, even though everyone in my replies was like, do the stew. So we're doing mac and cheese for the silent majority, because even if they weren't confident enough to assert what they wanted, oh, we're having a little ad break, that's okay, I'm scrolling to my recipe. Even if they weren't confident enough to assert what they wanted, they did vote for mac and cheese. So that's what we're going for. Maybe we'll make the stew or the Salisbury steak another time. I high-key really wanted the egg noodles with the Salisbury steak, so I had voted for that myself. But I went the first one. Yeah, the rad stag stew. Okay, to be fair, I can't say that, so it's probably good we're not making it. The stew looks so interesting. I do make curries all the time though, but I don't always make curries over a hot plate plugged into an extension cord plugged into my computer. So, you know, it would have been a new experience all around. So yeah, mac and cheese is boring. I agree. I woke up this morning and I was like, I don't want to eat mac and cheese, but we're here. This is what you do to me. You forced me to. As an Italian, I have to stand against mac and cheese. That's kind of fucked up. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it might be bad today. Today it has some weird things in it that I don't approve of. Welcome. You will learn how to cook here, chef. You have to refer to me as chef today, by the way. I have my apron. I don't have a hat because I don't wear hats. I'm not a hat person. Today we will be making blamco mac and cheese. Okay, if you want to look it up, the photo is on my Twitter. All right, but I will read it to you. Mac and cheese is fucking amazing. I will not tolerate hate. Hi, Ethan. Good morning. Yes, chef. I've been watching The Bear, haven't you? I have seen all of The Bear. Yeah, I have. Hi, stream. Oh, hey. Hi. Let's hope it doesn't do that on repeat. It might. I can't see from here. It's so bright on me. Hi, guys. It's like magic. I can't read what that says. Oh my god. See, my eyes can kind of like fill in English what I'm seeing from this far away, but it's not gonna fill in anything else. Okay. So blamco mac and cheese. If you're not a Fallout fan, hi, I'm Zan and I streamed like 180 hours of Fallout 4 on this channel or something. So now we're making stuff from the Fallout cookbook specifically, which means that when my ingredients are expired, I get to get away with it because it makes it more authentic. Hi, Mr. Glada. Hello, hello. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm wonderful. So we are making mac and cheese because that's what was voted on by Twitter. Fucking Twitter wanted this. But more importantly, we're also gonna make Piper's Irish soda bread, which is weird because that's what we're gonna start with because it has to go in the oven for an hour. And then we're going to make the mac and cheese. And then hopefully we'll be eating the mac and cheese when the soda bread comes out. Perfect. So we're starting with Piper's Special Soda Bread. If you're not Irish, this is what I have every St. Patrick's Day, which isn't even a real holiday in Ireland. If you're not New York Irish, this is Piper's Special Soda Bread, which is just Irish soda bread. And it has cranberries and raisins in it. And I don't like raisins, but I did buy them. So that's what we have. Here's where it starts. I'm also like, it's a cookbook, right? So it's fine that that's gonna get like completely and utterly dirty. Also like my apron, I haven't worn it since last cooking stream because I just cook messily usually and just don't care. Do I have a fire extinguisher close? No, I'm not in possession of a fire extinguisher. First things first, preheat the oven. We're done. It's supposed to be 350. It's at 375. All right, it'll cook a little faster. That should be fine. Combine the flour. This is such a good start. Oh God, what's your name? I can't read from this right away. Ravi? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hello. Extremely dangerous. Extremely threatening. Hello. Hi. All right. Combine flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, and baking soda in a food processor or stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment. Okay, I don't own that. Why am I aggressively out of focus? Thank you for the follow, Doggy Killer. Hello. I feel like I know that name. That seems familiar. I don't have that. So I'm just gonna use a bowl. I'm just gonna use a regular bowl. So I also don't have any actual flour. I only have bread flour. But we're making bread, so I feel like that's better. Aren't you supposed to use bread flour to make bread? Silence of the Lambs. That's a horror movie. I've also never seen it. Okay, 4 cups seems like a lot, but Irish soda bread is like super fucking dry. Okay. Best if used by... No, we're fine. This one's in date. Kind of off-brand for Fallout, but this one's in date. I bought this bread flour, I think, for the cinnamon rolls that we made last October. So hopefully that's all right. I want to be clear, I almost vacuumed my floor yesterday. And then I was like, why would I do, oh fuck. I was like, why would I do that? I feel like the other one was a little bit more, so that one's a little less. I know baking's supposed to be like a more precise science than cooking, but whatever. Once again, if I'm gonna like burn myself, I need people to spam chat. Like, kind of like when the mayo happened and everyone was like expired, like that'd be more helpful. Nova's here! Nova, thank you for the, is that 23? Nova, thank you for the 23 months! Thank you. That's crazy. That's almost 2 years. That's almost, oh fuck me. That's almost 2 years. Woo! Me when I chef. This seems like not a large enough bowl. I'm just fine. I'm also usually very particular about my books and like my mic being on the cooking thing, but since it's a cooking stream and it's a cookbook, I've decided I'm just gonna let it get full of flour and shit. So, it's a cookbook. I feel like cookbooks are supposed to be stained or else like you're not cooking, you're just reading, which I can do with any book. It's not as special. Okay, flour, sugar. Now why I chose to wear like a nice black shirt, that one I can't explain. It's half a cup of sugar. True. I kind of remember that about Irish soda bread. It's dry and like not actually that sweet. I also got my nails done yesterday, so. This sugar is also questionably old, which is on brand. It's on brand. No, but Ethan, man in the blue box. Hi, man in the blue box. Hello. Man in the blue box, if you saw if you're coming from Twitter and you saw my going live tweet, man in the blue box is the person who edits all the hats onto photos of Fiesta that I have in possession. Bro, this is just not coming out. That's a quarter. There we go. Nice. That's about a half. That's as much as we need. I don't need to be sweet. Alright. Slay. It is a party in here. Happy Fiesta Day. Oh, she's here. I get Fiesta pigs, Dan gets Fiesta and cowboy hats. It's true. Every time. Oh, show nails? Sure, now that I have like sugar and flour all over them. I got my nails done. They match my Minecraft skin. I saw someone when I was in... I saw someone when I was in Paris with like nails, and then I was like, I'm obsessed with them. And I showed Gab them, and then it took me a month to get them. Okay. They have little flowers. And they have black, but they're not all black. It's powerful. Okay. All right. Salt is this. How much salt? 1 teaspoon salt. So that's a tablespoon. This is a teaspoon. This is iodine salt. It feels very like... Is it only in the US that they put iodine in the salt because they don't think we get enough iodine in our diet? Is that true? Or is that like an urban myth? I feel like I read that in like I took a history class that was like 1945 to the present. They meant like US 1945 to the present, which is also such a weird time frame because it gets longer and longer, but they keep running that class and more things keep happening. But I'm pretty sure in the US they put iodine in our salt. Maybe it was in that class because maybe it has to do with radiation. That's super in theme for Fallout. Doesn't iodine help you process radiation? So I think they were so worried we were gonna get nuked that they started putting more iodine in all our foods. Or I could be like spreading anti or pro, I don't know, US propaganda. I'm not positive. Zen's gonna do one thing, it's take history class. Actually, I hated history class. Fun fact, that was my least favorite subject, history. I liked, same with like, even with my classics degree, I only ever took like classic literature classes, not like classical history classes, which kind of means that I read most things without context, which is probably not good for like biases and everything. But history itself is biased based on who's telling it, so what's new? Yeah, I don't know, I just like didn't give a fuck about my history classes. I liked English and science, and I just combined those things to like give me a picture of the world, you know? I failed history in 7th grade. Real! I failed calc in 9th grade. I mean in senior year, not 9th grade. Wait, let me read that again. This seems like a lot. 1 tablespoon baking powder. Yeah, okay, 1 tablespoon baking powder, Soleil. And then I found this really... So I kind of thought baking powder and baking soda was the same thing. So it's not, especially when they're listed like back and forth on that little list there. So I found this very old box of baking soda. It has blueberries on it. It's from the Great Value brand, which I feel like isn't a thing anymore. But it hasn't been opened, but it's cardboard. For pet care, for baby. None of these is for cooking. Swimming pool care, as directed by your pool's manufacturer. There are pool manufacturers? Hi, Gnarly. Hello. You can do a lot with baking soda, apparently. Yeah, I could put it in my Irish soda bread, or I could put it in my swimming pool, or I could put it in my baby. Bath. Add 2 tablespoons soda to bath water to soften skin and minimize the need for soap. Or for diaper odor, add a half cup of soda to water in diaper pail. Soak diapers and pants. Soda neutralizes acid and makes laundering more effective. Clean bottles. Oh, these are all different uses for baby. Why don't I just coat the baby in it? Mix 4 tablespoons soda with 1 quart water. Fill bottles, let stand overnight, rinse well, then air dry. Remove sour milk, odor, and taste. I don't think it's edible. No, it's definitely edible. You can also use it for health care. It softens your skin. Literally none of these, or just, oh, here we go. Top line, baking specialties as called for in your recipe. All right, done. When did this expire? I feel like this is expired like before they had expiration dates. September something. It expired in one September or another. I'm never letting you watch my kids. That's okay. I would never want to watch your kids, or any kids, to be fair. It's not about you. I'm sure your genes are fine. Oh my god, Gab's internet died. They hate me. Worldwide iodine deficiency affects 2 billion people and is the leading preventable cause of intellectual and developmental disabilities at the World Summit for Children. So it's not about the radiation. So it's not about the radiation. When you leave your kids with Xan, you come back to them in a month. That is very Hansel and Gretel core. Also, I feel like there's gonna be cardboard in this. Oh my god, it's like full to the fucking top. Alright, how much of this did I need? Just 1 teaspoon? I feel like this was more effort than it was worth. It probably would have risen without the baking soda. I'm just saying. Oh, Christ. I'm gonna look like I fucking snorted crack cocaine in-game, but not in-game. IRL. Yeah, woo! Okay, right now, this is just a bowl of white powder. Real as fuck. Okay. Next. Mix these things, right? Okay, I don't have one of those, like, baking paddles or anything, so I got a spoon. It predates World War II? Ah, nice. I literally walked away for a second. Why are you putting kids in a cake? Well, what else are you supposed to do with kids? Literally, what purposes do they serve? It's called jet in game. Oh, that's true. That's true. A little jet. A little jet. I feel like there's no way to know whether or not I've actually mixed any of this because they all are just white. Real. But also, all the sugar seemingly disappeared. That was the only thing that was like a different texture at least. And it's gone. Maybe it's all at the bottom. I don't know. It's gone. I'm sure this is supposed to be like mixed well. It's not mixed well. It's just there. It's together in one bowl. A very, very, very full and powderous bowl. So. It's you in powder form. Real. Me when I get pulverized. By like a ray gun. Oh my god. This is exactly like Fallout. This is just like Fallout. I also like should have preheated the oven now. I should have known I would talk for like 30 minutes. My oven's been on for like 30 minutes. Is that okay? Is that safe? Okay. Also, why did I wear a black shirt? All right. Add the butter and pulse or mix on low until it resembles coarse meal. Oh, my hands are going to be getting in there, aren't they? All right. I do have the butter, and I've been letting it get to room temperature as suggested. Oy. I should at least roll these up. I do have the butter on hand. So the butter was 6 tablespoons, also known as 3/4 of a stick. Nice. Where's my little measurement thing? 6 tablespoons. Oh my god, but I've let it get to room temperature and now it didn't want to cut. Alright, save that for greasing the pan. Nice. So I'm just supposed to add the butter into this? Then transfer to a large bowl. It's already in a large bowl. This is the largest bowl I have. Add the raisins and dried cranberries. Okay. Okay, is it melted? No, it's just supposed to be room temperature. Hi, Keldro. Hello, hello. How are you? Hola. Oh, Christ. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna cut it up smaller before I start mixing it in, I guess. Hi, Ian. Thank you for the 16 months. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh, wait. I did bring a trash bag in here, which is very smart of me. I have it hanging over my chair, like when you host like an outdoor party and all the red Solo cups have to go in there. All right, I'm just gonna like cube her, right? That should make it more mashable. Ooh. It's very soft. It's very soft. Like this should work. I could also get my hand mixer. I just feel like it doesn't want it over mixed, you know? Like it's supposed to be like a dough, not a whatchamacall. Like batter. That's what I was thinking. Should I get the mixer? I think I'm just gonna do it with my hands and wash them. Is Gab back? Is Gab alive? Gab's back! Are you making pasta from scratch? What is that dough? It's just flour and butter. No, we're making Irish soda bread. I'm going in with my hands and then I'm gonna have to wash them, but that's okay. Reminder that I'm the only person who has to eat this. Actually, my mom might try this. She likes Irish soda bread. There's no way this is what's supposed to be happening. So how's everyone's day? I like don't want it on both my hands. How's the rain, Gab? Why did I agree to make 2 things? We should have just made mac and cheese and called it a day. This is fine. This is supposed to go to like a course meal, but I feel like there wasn't enough butter to absorb all the whatever is happening. It's hot here. Actually, it's kind of cool here. It's been kind of like starting to smell like fall, but only if you're inside. Like if you go outside, it's still like 85. It's just like 10 degrees cooler than 95, which is it's been for like 2-3 weeks. Basically since I got back from France, so like 3 weeks. It's been fucking 95. So the 85 feels nice, and then like there's a cold breeze that comes in windows, so it's starting to like smell like, feel like September's like right here. You're like getting ready to go back to school, except I'm not because I'm old. Yeah, basically I don't know what to do with myself because that's the vibe, and then I don't have school. It feels like I should go to Staples and get like notebooks and a backpack, but I have nothing to do with those. Feels like 100 something pain. Okay, so different experiences. Now 80s feels like 70s to me. Well, and apparently now it's gonna be like 90 tomorrow, which I'm excited for. It's like, I'm glad I got this taste because it inspired me to be like fall productive, but it's gonna go back to being summer. Like I don't actually have to face the fall yet. Oh my goodness. I don't feel like I've done anything with this. I'm putting both my hands in. Is this course meal? Oh my god, I just lost a large amount of butter. Go back in. The butter's the important part. I've only been to Georgia once in my life. I went to Atlanta. Senior year of high school, I went to Atlanta in October to go to Walker Stalker Con. Yes, peak Walking Dead era. And I drove down to Sonoya, which is where they filmed. And I went on to set, and I got a bullet. And, yeah, it was, like, the most fantastic weekend of my life. So, of course I did. Of course I did. And then I had to take it back on a plane. And I called somebody that I was, like, close to at the time, and I was like, I don't know, she just seemed like the right person to ask about that sort of thing. And I was like, so, bullet through TSA. And she was like, just put it with your keys. And I was like, all right, noted. Oh, that bullet. Ethan's been here. Ethan's seen the Walking Dead shrine that I still have in my room. Ethan, how do you, like, think of my cooking setup now, having seen my room? Can you imagine the chaos that's, like, I've created? I feel like this is getting to, like, course meal consistency. I'm gonna call that good enough. I'm also just gonna wash my hands when we're done. When I put this in the oven. Okay. Now I'm supposed to, oh, I do have a whisk and it's not here. Oh, but first the raisins and the cranberries. Okay, how many? So we're going with 1 cup raisins and half a cup dried cranberries. I kind of wish it was the other way around, but that's fine. I got my Sun-Made raisins since, you know what? I got a bunch of old brands. Sun-Made raisins since 1912. That's giving fall out. I know fall is technically in the future, but the vibes are like 50s. So I hate raisins. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a raisins gal. This is actually one of the few things I'll have raisins in. Like when I usually eat Irish soda bread, I don't mind that they're in there. And same with, I do like an oatmeal raisin cookie, but I don't know. Like I'm not gonna have 6. I'm not gonna have 6. 1 cup raisins. That might just be all of this. No, this is 9 ounces of raisins instead of 8. Okay, fine. I'll measure them. Ew. Should I try one? No, still not a fan. I was wondering if it was like one of those things. Sorry, plastic ASMR. I was wondering if it was one of those things that like you don't like as a kid, and then like you try like years later and you're like, oh, that's actually not that bad. Like my taste palette has changed. That happened with eggs this year. I really like eggs. And I do like dried cranberries, but I've always liked dried cranberries. So I was like, oh, whatever. No, raisins are still kind of bad. I'm gonna say that that's enough raisins. That's plenty of raisins. I love raisins in my cereal only. Okay, sure. Are you like a Raisin Bran kid? With frosted flakes? Raisin Bran? I see that for you. You and my mom. The same. She's a Raisin Bran lady. I'm a Special K for cereal, which is like, I know that's also kind of a weird take, but like chocolatey Special K or the strawberry Special K, that's what we had at school. So I think that, like, that conditioned me. I remember like coming home from school after like having cereal for one day, and my mom was like, or telling my mom, I was like, we have to get Special K. A kid? I'm 22. A baby. You're a baby. Strawberry Special K. Yeah. Yeah. Raisins are so fucking good. I love these. I'm leaving them out. They're unironically the best thing that's ever happened. Ever. Alright. I'm putting my hands back in. Wait, this feels awful. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Crave? I've never had Crave. Except that I don't mind chocolatey Special K. I don't otherwise love chocolate at all. So I also like don't really like chocolate in my cereal. Why did Ma just stop Gab from trying to kiss K? That's kind of fucked up. They can kiss in my chat. They can kiss in my chat. You can kiss in my chat. Everyone can kiss in my chat. I'm a proponent of kissing. God, I'm a cereal slut. Real. Real and true. Okay, this smells like very basic and plain, but it does have like, even with no liquid, it has like a bit of like a buttery, like, shortbread smell, which smells really good. It's kind of sweet. There is so much flour everywhere. I'm upset. Okay, now I have to whisk in the buttermilk and eggs. All right, I'm going to get the whisk. 1 second. Did I screw up with the like cereal packs? Like the multiple choice packs, you know what I mean? Like the mini boxes, and it was like 6 on either side. My mom used to get one of those, and there'd only be like one of each. Oh, it's supposed to be a separate bowl. Okay, hang on. There'd only be like one of each, and I have to like fight with my brother for the ones I wanted. Like if he got up first, he was gonna take the good ones in the morning. Until you're out of the pack and you only had like the, probably like Raisin Bran. I didn't fucking like Raisin Bran left. Nice, that's our egg. Had to get it right because it's the only egg I own. It smells rancid off rip. But like, I think that that's buttermilk, right? Like that's just what buttermilk is like slightly rancid milk, isn't it? Yay! Yay! Yeah, yay! Oh no. No, it's fine! Yeah, it just, see, Ethan agrees. It just like smells like that. Like that's just what buttermilk is. Oh, we're gonna make the mac and cheese recipe in half, by the way, because no one else in this household will eat it. And I don't want to waste food. So. I'm like, if I have mac and cheese, it's like more than 3 meals this week, like, which is probably like how much mac and cheese we're making, I will cry. So I'm very bad about like not wasting food. And I say bad about it because like I don't think you should waste food, but I like anything that's here I feel like compelled to eat because I feel like so guilty about wasting food. And then I like have meals I don't like. And I also feel like you shouldn't have to have meals you don't want to eat. Mac and sneeze. Hi Anthony, how are you? Hello, hello. You don't know this person, but Josh was describing like an experience with you in a car recently, and I just want you to know that like I feel like you should meet our friend JD because I feel like it would be the same. Like if Gasolina came out in a car, I feel like you would both have the same reaction. Nova knows what I'm talking about. The story I described was when Nova, JD, Connie, and I were in a car in Massachusetts, and Nova and I were in the back seat like, this is it, like this is the end. That is fucked up. No, I think it's good. I think you guys would get along in a car. Maybe not outside of a car, but like in a car, I think it would be a fun time. That happened in a safe space. I would describe my experience as like definitely not a safe space. Like probably a pretty unsafe space. Probably one of the most unsafe spaces I've ever been in my life, actually. But, all right, once this is mixed together, add it to the large bowl and stir together with a spatula. Yeah, once again, no spatula, so the dough will still be wet. Good. I feel like this is one of those things that they should have told me to add in gradually, but we're here now. We're here now. Heard about JD's driving. To be fair, I got everywhere I needed to go safely and efficiently, for sure. Definitely efficiently. So I can't actually, and I wouldn't actually complain. But, sous chef, can you put the paper towels in the kitchen? Thank you. That's fiesta. Concentrating so hard on not getting this everywhere. I miss my girlfriend, Piper. Maybe we should take her to Nuka World. Who should we take to Nuka World, Kate or Piper? Actually, to be fair, I'm not sure that Piper is still my girlfriend. Because I may or may not have confessed and finally got romantic levels with Kate in front of her in our last Fallout stream as we ended the game. And then we went up to Piper and she had like a preloaded endgame monologue. So I don't actually know how she personally feels about us anymore. But that's alright. That's okay. We'll win her back. I love Piper. I think I love Piper more than I love Kate. Kate's fun. Kate's fun. But Piper's the real deal. Piper and I love each other. Gab, wasn't that podcast you were on called Parasocial? This is my parasocial relationship. Me and Piper. And I'm making her soda bread right now. So. And then we're getting married. It's a good time. I'm telling Kate you said that. I'm telling Kate you spelled her name wrong. I love Piper. I do wanna, I've been having, it's one of those things where like, I didn't finish Fallout for so long because I totally lost the urge to play and stream it, right? And so then I finally came back and I was like, okay, I'm doing a stream to like finish Fallout and be done with it. And as soon as I did that, I was like, guys, I miss Fallout. I really miss Fallout. I miss doing all of the Fallout game stuff and like just streaming Fallout for 8 hours. So I like immediately want to go do like the Nuka World DLC playthrough. I'm hoping it's like long enough to do like a pretty long stream. Far Harbor was long. Far Harbor was like 4 or 5 streams, I think. Maybe it's like 3 or 4. I think. Maybe it's 2 or 3. I have no recollection of December. Alright, I feel like I have to get in here with my hands because now it's just like picking up a little bit of the flour at the bottom. This is actually dough consistency. Guys, I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. But now, yeah. We have other DLCs too. We have, what's the mech one? I just don't know that they're all as extensive as Far Harbor. But I feel like Nuka World is because it's another, like, place again. As opposed to, like, just, like, more, like, build more vaults is, like, another one, I think. Alright. It's hand time. It's hand time. We're not picking up any more dough. Oh my god, it feels really doughy. There's no yeast in this, I'm realizing. There's no yeast in this bread. Oh, it's so sticky. Oh, it's so... This was a mistake. I think it was a necessary mistake, but it still feels like a mistake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all on me. I hate this. Why did I get my nails done yesterday? Hello? Oh, Christ. Ugh. I've made this one other time, and it's when I was a counselor at a summer camp. And they were doing, like, Irish Heritage Week, which I was like, okay. It smells like buttermilk. I don't remember it being this sticky. I feel like sticky always means you need more flour, but I can't believe we need more flour. There was 4 cups of flour in this. Maybe it's because we're using the bread flour. Maybe that's why it's actually coming together so doughy. Maybe I'm a genius. They didn't even call for bread flour. I interpreted that myself. Out of laziness. Because I was not in possession of all-purpose flour. Okay. Oy, Christ. I also regret not tying my hair up. But, c'est la vie. It's all on my hands. It'll still rise. Yeah. There's baking soda and baking powder. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm using bread flour instead of all... I only had bread flour. That's all I had from when I made the cinnamon rolls last year. You think anyone else's household cooks? Does that mean I shouldn't have put in... Oh my god, what does it mean? What does that mean? What is that? I'm sure it'll be fine. What do you mean? What do you mean? Jennifer Lawrence, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's so sticky. Why is it like this? Why? I have to grease the pan before I put it in. I should have done that first so that I could just like... I hate this. This is the most uncomfortable thing that's ever been on me. Please, help me. Help me. Oh, it feels like pizza. There was a restaurant I used to go to as a kid. Very like family friendly restaurant. And they had a pizza window. And you could go up to the window and get, like they would give you raw dough. And you could like sit there and like pretend to make the pizza with them. Or like watch, you know, you'd like watch the guys make the pizza. But they would like give you a little dough ball and you could play with it. First of all, those dough balls got so gross because kids would like throw them and drop them. But anyway, that's what this feels like. I haven't had that feeling. I mean, it was less stuck to your hands than this. But bread flour has higher protein, so it might just be chewier than it's supposed to be, and we'll need to bake longer. Okay, that's fine. That gives us more times to make the mac and cheese. Literally, I'm uncomfortable with this. Grease the cake pan with additional butter. Place the dough in the prepared cake pan with a sharp knife. Make an X across the top of the dough and bake for an hour. Okay, so I'll check on it in an hour, but we'll leave it in for a little longer maybe. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, also my oven's at a little bit higher temperature than it's supposed to be. What do we think of that? Does that mean I should definitely turn that down? By a little bit, I mean 25 degrees. Because I read the recipe wrong and I preheated before stream started. And then I read the recipe. So my oven's been on for 54 minutes. Yes? Okay, I will turn it down. Okay, I'm giving up on getting the rest of this off my hands. I'm gonna have to pick it up in a second again anyway. I'm just gonna butter with this butter and then throw out the rest of it. That's okay. I will live. Woo! Buttering my cake pan. We're also baking with very old things. What do you mean, Zan? It's okay. It's fine. My mother's left it on for way longer than that before. It's ready for Hansel and Gretel. This pan was from my grandpa's house. So maybe it has lead in it. We'll never know. I like carrots. That's a hot take. Big ball. There she is. That's our dough. Yay. Yay. Oh my god. Yay. Should I make her like flat on top? Nah, she's fine. And I'm supposed to use a knife to cross a big X. I feel like she should like flatten out on her own, no? Yay. I did it. She's gonna be bumpy. Too mushy. Oh, cooked carrots are. I think I meant the dough. I was like, Christ, Ethan, it's a little late for that. I mean, probably that too. Welcome in though. How are you? Happy Sunday. This is our cooking stream Sundays. I feel like you should always do a cooking stream on a Sunday. It's like chill vibes. It's like putting off the Monday blues, you know? Because you're too stressed about your Sunday now to be stressed about your Monday. Sly. Yeah, we're gonna call that good. We're gonna call that good. I feel like, okay, is the X for aesthetic purposes? Or like, doesn't it actually like let it do this thing? It's bread thing. It's bread thing. Like rising? Like maybe rising and cooking. It's not a consistent enough shape for me to need to do that. But I did it. I made my X. I did as it instructed. Okay. Look at this girl. Love her. I'm sure that's gonna bake really well. I think it's gonna bake really well. The recipe says to cut an X in it, but I feel like it expects it to be like one of those doughs that's like risen into like a perfect thing, and then I'm almost like puncturing it by putting the X in it, but instead it's like that. Alright, say goodbye. I'm putting her in the oven, and can someone set a timer for an hour? Haven't even plugged in the hot plate yet, which is so good. Hello, I'm back. I maybe just forgot about one thing or another. I forgot that I got my shredded sharp cheddar, but then I was gonna figure out how to shred, because I wanted fontina and sharp cheddar, but I couldn't find shredded fontina. So I was like, that's fine, I'll just shred it when I get home. And then I forgot, and I don't own a grater. I used to own way more cooking tools, things, everything. And then my mother, who doesn't cook at all, ever, decided they were all unnecessary. So she got rid of them. Like, things like the whisk. So I used to have 3 whisks. Now I just have the one that used to attach to a thing that, like, got spared, because she was like, who uses a whisk? We don't need a whisk. And I was like, that's an essential. Like tongs to get things out of boiling water. She was like, who uses tongs? We don't need tongs. I was like, no, it's kind of essential. So I cooked meat on this thing and it worked. So I am confident that we can cook some products that are not poisonous if not cooked properly. You know, like, I didn't die. So Twitter, not me, decided we would be making blamco mac and cheese. It's basically mac and cheese, but, like, with a little bit of a twist. With a little bit of a New England twist that I don't know how to pronounce. The ingredients in this mac and cheese are... Oh, we're cutting everything in half. We're cutting everything in half. So, it's a 1/2 pound elbow macaroni cooked. I've already done that. It's out on the stovetop. It's soft and cooked and ready for us. 2 medium carrots. Oh, I do have... Okay, we'll put in one of the carrots. Because I actually did buy 2 carrots. 1 carrot, chopped. 1.5, why am I reading and trying to do math at the same time? What's half of 1.5? 3/4. 3/4 cup whole milk. 1/4 cup heavy cream. 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce? The Brits and the Bostonians probably pronounce that 2 different ways. Worcestershire sauce? Worcestershire sauce. Which I got Heinz. Has anyone seen the new Heinz ketchup commercial that's in a sushi restaurant? Also, like, why is Heinz ketchup? Maybe it's Heinz soy sauce. Does Heinz make soy sauce? Anyway, has anyone seen the new Heinz commercial that looks like it has Omar Rudberg in it? And it's not, but it's, like, literally his doppelganger. Because I've had multiple people, Gab included, Gab and my mother, these are the multiple people, 2 people, send me this commercial. Because they were like, oh my god, your boy, as in my obsession, is in this commercial. And it's not him. It's not. It's a doppelganger. But I agree, it looks just like him, but it's not. Anyway. Google Heinz sushi commercial. And then let me know. Anyway. Which sauce? The flour. Once again, all purpose, but we're using bread. Or we could use almond flour. I have almond flour, but that seems like adding some unnecessary flavors to this. 2 teaspoons ground mustard. This is something I had to get because I was like, the fuck do you mean ground mustard? Ground mustard. That I did not have. I didn't know mustard came in a non-liquid consistency. 2 teaspoons garlic powder. A 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper. I don't have cayenne pepper, so I thought I'd just use some chili powder. That can, I feel like the purpose is to, like, add a little something to it, right? Okay. Oh, the butter. I have to get more butter. And then my sharp cheddar, my fontina cheese, salt and pepper. Ready. Let me get the butter. I guess that works. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It works. It works great. It works great. Oh, here's our carrot. I pre-peeled the carrot because I thought about the suggestion or the possibility that I was gonna end up with carrot peel all over my fucking room, and I just thought it might push me over the edge, so I pre-peeled them. Alright. The first things first is to fill a medium pot with water and bring to a boil. I don't think it's going to boil in this, but I don't think that that's actually necessary because the whole point of the water is to soften the carrots. So I feel like as long as it just gets hot enough, it's fine. Add the carrots, cover, reduce heat to medium, and simmer for 5 minutes or until the carrots are tender. Fine. This is like about as much water as it's gonna boil, so. Okay, fingers crossed, everybody. I'm turning on the hot plate. Everyone remind me now that I've turned on the hot plate so I don't touch it. It does have an indicator light, but the indicator light is red, and I got the red hot plate because I thought it looked prettier. I'm gonna put it to like medium high because I feel like my feeling is like if I put it to high, then when it does its like auto shut off because it reaches the heat, I can't like, it's sizzling. It does get hot really fast. Hey, the hot plate's on, by the way. Thank you. It like, oh, it's sizzling. Then I can't like make it go back on. So I'll just put it on medium. All right, let me cut my fucking carrot. Cutting things sitting down is adventurous. Okay, I'm also like not gonna cut things for long because they're on like a shaky ass surface. Okay. Cutting things so that they're shaking as least possible. I need a sharper knife. It's supposed to be chopped carrots. I think it's okay. I'm just gonna get them as small as possible. I usually cut my carrots on a diagonal, but that's when I eat them, and right now I'm not feeling adventurous, I'm feeling scared. I also didn't get out my big girl knife. I just got out this one because I thought it was sharper than my actual big one is. You know, the threatening one from last stream. Okay, it's getting better, getting easier. So it's just chopped carrots. I'm just gonna chop them small. I mean, they're going in the blender. They just have to get soft enough to go in the blender nicely, I guess. So I'm gonna get them tiny. There's no smells on Twitch. I guess that's what's kind of weird about like doing a cooking stream on Twitch. Is you don't have the cooking smells to share with you guys. So let me describe the smell that's happening right now. Burning. There's a burning smell right now. There's a chemical burning smell coming from the hot plate. Okay, thanks for your time. Now you know. Now you're experiencing all the sensations with me. Not just the audio visual. Oh, Josh and I just finished Hill House last night, by the way. 10 out of 10 show. Better than Bly Manor, which I say lovingly because I loved Bly Manor. And then I watched Hill House and I was like, I love Bly Manor, but Hill House was better. And to be fair, I love any horror thing that's like house-based because it reminds me of like the Clue house growing up, which I just loved. I don't know, I love such like a board game-esque setting. You really feel like you're in a game the whole time. That's why I love Knives Out, and I wasn't really a Glass Onion person. That house didn't do it for me. It's not the same like northeastern, creepy, old mansion vibes. Why is everything scary outside of Boston? Fallout included. Fallout, Hill House, Knives Out, those are all outside of Boston. They're in like Newton or whatever. Last Onion was fun. I think I gave it like a 1 star on Letterboxd. It was funny. It was one of those movies that I finished and I was sitting on my couch. I watched it with Josh and my mom. And we're sitting on my couch and my mom, Josh was like, oh, that was good. Nicely. I don't think he actually thought it was good. And my mom looks at me and goes, she didn't like it. And I was like, it's true. I didn't like it. But, Hill House was very good. And I feel like all the kids, I don't know how explicitly this is true and like stated in the show, but all the kids are like, there's 5 kids and I feel like each of them represents like a sense. Right? Like Theodora's is, if you've seen the show, you know what I mean. Theodora's is kind of obvious. She like touch. And then God, now I don't remember what the other people's are. But it wasn't until like the last episode that like we were like, maybe Steve is like taste. Because there's like a monologue describing like him having to chew everything to like understand it. Like it like takes him out to process it. Like a theoretical taste. Oh, you're a hater? I am kind of a Glass Onion hater, yeah. I mean, I just love Knives Out so much that I think half of it was like disappointment. I had pretty high expectations. That's why I tend to, like, get mad. I feel like, or everyone does, tend to get mad at, like, last seasons of shows. Because you're like, oh my god, it's the last season of my favorite thing. Like, they're gonna hit it home. And then they all kind of, like, flop. Especially, like, when you've been, like, waiting for them and then they come out, like, weekly. I feel like you usually poison yourself with those sentiments, you know? More so than, like, it was actually, like, way worse in other shows. Then again, I can't speak to, like, Game of Thrones. I haven't seen it, and I know people really hated that last season. I don't know if it, like, it was actually justified, or, like, if you go back now and, like, binged it with the rest of it, if you'd kind of be like, oh, it wasn't actually that much worse than the other seasons. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about Walking Dead. When it was coming out, I never liked the show as much as I did when I was actually binging it. With the exception of season, like, the back half of season 6. Even then, like, it's better when I go back and rewatch it now as, like, a binge. But, yeah. That's why, like, I always, like, I don't know. I almost, like, want to wait. I don't mind that shows dropping, like, big drops now, because they're more enjoyable. Alright. See, it's not boiling. But I'm gonna put them in. Oh, I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna, like, splatter. This seems like the worst possible thing. We lost some carrot. Also, it's gotten so hot. Me just sitting next to this plate of... How do I put these in delicately? I don't want to burn myself. I'm, like, trying to, like, have boiling water everywhere. Ugh. Bit of carrots fell. It's on my phone. Guess that's what I have an apron for. Alright. There is no good way to do this. If you come up with a good way to do this after I'm done, fuck you. Keep it to yourself. It's too late now. Chat's too late. Chat's gonna be like, you should actually do it like this. And I'm gonna be like, they're all in. Keep it to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. Oh my god, the water's like immediately orangier. Alright, they want me to cover her. Nice. Look, I really do have most things here. I just forgot about the butter. Alright. Slay. Beautiful. Simmer for 5 minutes, right? Pretty much. I guess I can start combining some of the other stuff. That's alright. I need another bowl for that. Combine the flour, ground mustard, garlic powder, and cayenne pepper in a small bowl. And then we're gonna go into the saucepan and stuff. Alright, so let me get a little bowl. Everyone, watch the hot plate. Okay? Ooh. It's just 1/8 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Not a lot. Oh, that's right. We're making a roux. That's what these ingredients are for. I'm stressing myself out with this. Put her that way. This pot's actually not so bad on the hot plate. It's small enough. It's making a noise. The saucer we're gonna use, yeah, my brother's, like, melted her a little bit. She's, like, from college. So the problem is, like, this is, like, slightly uneven, and then that's, like, slightly uneven. So I'm gonna have to, like, hold that the whole time. I'm gonna worry about it. Alright. Is there even, like, an 1/8 measurement on this? No. So what am I even doing? So just a little bit of flour out of this big ass bag. Delicately, delicately. I'm a chef. I'm a chef. I haven't said that enough. Nice. As Ethan said, if it's bread flour, there's more protein. So a little extra protein in our mac and cheese. Yes, chef. Hi, Josh. Josh, were you here when I was talking about Hill House? Ooh, I feel like it's boiling. I feel like it's boiling. Oh, that's incredible. I think we could reach a boil on this. That or there's ghosts in my pot. Not that. Oh, no. It's true. Well, Ethan was mad that I was trashing glass onion, but you also don't like glass onion, right, Josh? Right, Josh? Alright. Ooh, I forgot there's a carrot under my foot, and it just touched it, and I was like, bug. Mustard. We have Coleman's mustard powder. Coleman's of Norwich. Also probably pronounced differently. Oh my god, it's actually from the UK. That's so British of me. Producing Great Britain by Coleman's of Norwich for Unilever UK. Nice. Oh my god, the nutritional information is in, like, actual calories instead of kcals or whatever. I do not like glass onion. True. It's kind of like if you slit someone's throat. Oh, fuck. It's very full. They do not spare you. Like, you're not paying for any airspace in this container. It is a full-ass fucking container of mustard. Okay. 1 teaspoon of ground mustard. The bent neck lady was helping you cook. Yeah. We're gonna go with that much. That seems perfect. We'll just let it kind of shake out the excess so I can close her again. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Nice. Well, at least this thing is sealed. Unlike the mayo. I do have mustard on my lap though, which is like not appreciated. Especially on stream, I feel like I have the brain of an ant. Like I read instructions and I'm like, so what was that? Garlic powder. We needed 2 teaspoons, so 1. Doing everything in half. That seems about right. My mom loves garlic powder, so this is like, we might not have anything else, but we will have garlic powder in stock. She needs it for her pizza. And then 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper. So I'm just gonna do like a half of this chili powder, just for a little kick, a little spice. I love that it's making that sound. All right. This is just getting a little. I don't have a spoon anymore. I'm using this. This is just getting a little mixy together, and it's gonna make like a little roux, like I guess like a little bit of like a spicy mustardy roux in a saucepan once we have the carrots blended. I feel like it's probably been 5 minutes on the carrots. What are we working on right now? We are working on our mac and cheese. Our blamco mac and cheese. We have carrots softening in here. We're then gonna blend them together with some of the other liquid things. And then we're gonna add everything back to a saucepan, make our cheesy sauce, and then throw on the pre-cooked pasta, and we'll have some mac and cheese to eat. Which I think this is going pretty quickly, so I'm hoping we can actually eat it before the bread comes out. Then we can hang out for a little bit. Because I want to try the bread on stream too, but she's gonna be hot. She's gonna be hot. Alright, that's mixed together well enough for something that's getting put in a pan. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the hot plate. And I'm gonna remember that it's still hot, even though I've turned it off. Right, chefs? Right, sous chefs? Technically, you're all chefs today. It's definitely boiling in there, which is disturbing. So I have to drain and transfer the carrots into the blender. So I'm gonna drain them in the sink, come back, I'll put them in the blender. Add the milk, heavy cream, and Worcestershire sauce, blend until smooth. So how much milk and heavy cream is it? 3/4 cup whole milk and then 1/4 cup heavy cream. So I'm just gonna put those together in here right now while the carrots still stop boiling. So if it's 3/4 cup of milk, and then that last 1/4 cup heavy cream, and that way I can put this stuff away and not worry about it going bad. I'm out of oat milk, so this will be my milk for my tea later. So I prefer if it wasn't chunky. This expires in September, okay? I'm good on expiration dates, I think. That expires August 24th. I know it's not August 24th yet because my books at the library are due before then and I haven't returned them. So. There we go. Nice. And then we'll be putting those in together with the carrots in our blender. We're gonna make carrot milk. That's great. That's exactly what I've always wanted. I've always wanted carrot milk. I'm so excited. All right, putting these in the fridge, and I'm gonna drain the carrots. I'll be back. Good job, good job. Hats off. Carrot milk. All right, in our blender, nice. I'm putting the carrots, drained. Nice. Then our milk mixture. Nice. Yay. Nice. And then our Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Where the frick? Gonna be kind of hard to open. Where's the opening? Oh my god, they don't want me to open her. How much is it? 2 teaspoons. So it's just 1 teaspoon of this. I got a whole bottle. This was the smallest bottle that they had of this stuff. I think, what do you usually use this stuff for? Like steak sauce? I actually don't know what this tastes like. Okay. I don't want to try it. Oh, it's more liquidy than I thought. I kind of expected it to be like thick, you know? Maybe it's supposed to be thick. And I didn't mix it very well. Kind of like doesn't want to pour out. 1. I'm just putting in some extra because it wouldn't pour out. There we go. Wait, I kind of... What does it taste like? What is it? These are like suggested recipes with it. Heinz Worcestershire based. Heinz tangy chicken. It's white vinegar, water, molasses, high fructose corn syrup, salt, soy sauce. I feel like I could have made, and caramel coloring. I feel like I could have made this myself. Wait, what does it taste like? Should I drink it? That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. No. I did not enjoy that. No. Not in the slightest. Okay, well that was fun. Blending. Should I mute you guys for blending? Should you guys just listen to Fletcher while I blend? I think it's just like blend to puree, right? Add it all, blend until smooth. Yeah, slide. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm seeing minimal carrot bits. Did you want to hear the blender? You can hear it for a second. You want to hear how loud it is? Should we see? How's that? I think she's beautiful. I was upset. It like wasn't getting orange at first, but it's nice. It's nice. It's good. All right. That's the sound I needed. Great ASMR. Great cooking ASMR. Hello, Connie. How have you been? Welcome in. All right. Put this back down here. So we needed. Now we have our handy dandy trusty orange saucepan. I think I bought this with Connor and Emu. It used to all be orange. It's now black on bottom. I actually don't even know what happened. It literally used to all be orange. Now just the handle's orange. We bought this for our Airbnb. Do you remember that? After first year of college, we bought this for our Airbnb for when Emma came from Australia because we were gonna cook. That's a cooking stream I should do. Oh my god, I think they have a cookbook for that now too. They have the Sims cookbook. So we each had to make a dish that was in the Sims 4. Or the Sims 3. Or whatever, in the Sims. And I made pan-fried tilapia, which high-key slapped. High-key, I was impressed with myself. And I bought this pan for that. And then I used it for all of college. So we're gonna throw her on. I think this is basically cool again. It does cool down pretty fast, which is nice. So now I'm supposed to combine the flour. Okay, that's what's in here. Place large saucepan, no, small, over medium-high heat and add the butter, right? And then once the butter is melted, I'm adding my spiced flour while constantly whisking. I did get rid of my whisk. I'm just gonna use this thing over here because we're making a roux. I have made a roux before. I had to make a roux for I took a class called Archaeology of Cooking. And part of that was cooking ancient recipes that we kind of had to like self-translate with like a dictionary. They weren't very long. Also, like mine was in Latin. Like it wasn't a classics class, so I could translate mine for my group. And like we had to like record and make a presentation of us cooking it and like interpreting the recipe from the language, that sort of thing. So it's 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter that they wanted. That's a fucking lot. That's a lot. Oh, but we're only doing 2.5. See, I have to pause and think to myself sometimes. I have to stop myself from doing stupid things. need goopy carbonara so bad. Yes. The tilapia is good. I made like mozz and tomatoes with basil and balsamic. Yeah, it looked just, we tried to like copy the like image photos from it too. And it came out like really well. Like that's why the tilapia had like, we had like zucchini and lemon on the side. Because the photo, if you pull it up, I can't use my whole computer right now. If you pull up the photo of like pan-fried tilapia like Sims 4, it has like a veggie lemon looking side thing to it. So I included that. Emu made like gummy pancakes the next morning, right? That's a big word for Elmo. What did Julia make? I think Julia made like, I don't know what Julia made. Did we have like garlic bread or something? Or did she make drinks? There's a photo. There's a photo somewhere of like the spread. My first food photography photos. Guys, I've been cooking so much beyond today, which might not turn out well because we're on a hot plate in my room. But I've been cooking so much and it makes me so happy. I don't know why, like, oh my god, I'm gonna like go into like the deep thoughts of cooking from my culinary classes I take. As in like not culinary like you learn how to cook, like culinary like thinking about food anthropologically, and how it's kind of like sharing. It's like soul giving. You know, to like cook for someone is like a soul act. Does that make sense? And I don't think of like many things as like, especially like spiritually or so, like whatever. But like, I just feel like it's such like a warm, nice idea to like cook for somebody. I'm also like, I'm not a material person. I like feel so guilty spending money on myself and like buying things. I would never want a bag. Like, you know, I would never want to buy like expensive shoes. Like, I don't care where my shoes come from. Same with my bags, like stuff like that. That's just like not my priority. But I never really feel guilty about buying good food for myself. Does that, you know? And I feel like that's how I feel about like sharing things too. I'm not much of a gift giver. Like, I don't know. I just like don't usually know what to get somebody. Probably because I wouldn't like get it myself. But food, I like to cook for people. I don't know. I think it's nice. Anyway, so then I've been taking photos of my food, which is also good because photography is also something I kind of do. I have not been taking very fancy photos of my food. That makes me sound like I've been trying to take like these incredibly posed photos of my food with like equipment. No, my friend's like actually a food photographer and like actually knows what she's doing. That's not me, but I have been enjoying that. So, okay, the butter is melting actually like kind of really quickly. Like I'm a little worried the roux's gonna burn, but that's okay. Why did I make a roux? What was that dish that we made? We made like almost like a jam. Almost like an ancient like apricot jam. Alright, so now I feel like I gotta turn this down. Oh my god, my hot plate actually getting hot enough? Alright, so now I throw, sorry, the blender's kind of in the way, but I'm afraid to like let go of the saucepan. So now I throw this in here and we stir her together constantly. Otherwise the flour is going to burn. And then once it's all melted, after it's combined into a roux, slowly whisk in the carrot and milk mixture until fully combined. Yes, very nice. Will do. It's already orange in here. Can you kind of see that? Because of the mustard and the cayenne. I really want to stir with my right hand because I'm much more of a righty. Move her out of the way a little bit. Ugh. There we go. Sorry, that was probably awful on the mic. Okay. She cooking. I'm too tall for this setup. One day I'm gonna be in a professional kitchen, okay? Making professional cooking streams. I don't know when that was something I started to aspire to. Probably about 10 seconds ago. But now I want it. Now that's what I want. Unbalanced pan on hot plate ASMR. I remember for drinks is the White Claw. Truly shotgun. I think I was having cranberry juice, but maybe it was like vodka cran, huh? Okay, I think we've got a roux happening. Put that right there. And now I'm going to mix in this gradually. I'm going to put in like a little bit. Okay, maybe it's not smooth. I did think it was smooth. Alright. Hello, Edwards. Hello, hello. My internet's back. We have a pan. Look, we're making the mac and cheese. Hi, Gab. We're making the mac and cheese, which has carrot and like cayenne pepper, but I didn't have cayenne pepper, so I just put in chili powder. And like mustard in it, so it's getting very orange. Doesn't have any cheese in it yet, and we're putting in like sharp cheddar, which is also very orange. So kind of hype about that. I wonder if I should not fill this in. It's gonna be hard to. I think we're gonna have to pour it on the macaroni in a bowl, and not like actually in this, because it's gonna be too small. But I didn't want to use a bigger pan on the hot plate. That seems dangerous. Let me turn her back up a little. She's gotten a little bit low. Adding more blended carrot. You missed us blend our carrot. Just do it in one more pour after this, I think. Yeah! Our bread's in the oven. Our Irish soda bread. This is very orange. This is good. Yeah, it's kind of like piss mac and cheese. You'd enjoy that. Sure. That tickles your fancy. Is it boiling? Whisking the carrot and milk mixture until fully combined. Cool. Then I'm whisking the cheddar and fontina cheese in small batches. Season with salt and pepper. And then add the cooked macaroni. We're like almost done. I don't know how long it's going to take the cheese to melt in over a hot plate. Ooh, I'm really scared to try to like chop up this cheese with this on here. I'm going to turn her down to like a low. How much cheese do we need? ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien. Oh my god. See, it's all gone. All the Spanish is gone. I can still read, I feel like. Not too poorly. Alright. 8 ounces sharp cheddar cheese shredded, which is this whole bag, but we're doing 4 then. This is like half the bag. Gorgeous. Yeah, I'm not gonna measure her. We're just gonna add in a little. Just a little at a time. And then I'll chop up the fontina cheese. Like, it's mac and cheese. I don't want to, like, undersell the cheese amount. But also, like, I don't want the pan to overfill. But I feel like the cheese is more important than the carrot. That's probably half the bag. You guys can't even see the window. I feel like that's probably half the bag. So it wanted 4 ounces. The bag's 8. So, not bad. I don't really like sharp cheddar. Like, not only is the mac... Oh, I forgot I was starting with the other half. Fuck. Not only am I, like, not that big of a mac and cheese person, but if I am, I like white cheddar mac and cheese. I don't really like sharp cheddar that much. I don't want to, like, get it on my wrist every time I move. I'm starving. The smells... What are the smells right now? Let me describe the smells for people. Actually, the smells are not that strong right now. It smells a lot less like burning metal than it did before, which is great success. But it doesn't really smell like... What does carrot smell like? Nothing. Carrot smells like nothing. The cheese... I could smell it, like, in the bag. More so than, like, melting in this pan. This is gonna be, like, a thick-ass cheese sauce. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good as fuck. Alright. Oh, Gab, I also, like, cut my finger, but it's fine. That's all you missed. Also, the fact that I don't own a grater, and this cheese is supposed to be grated. So now we're here. No, it's fine. It just bled a little bit, but I sucked it all out. Don't worry. How much is this supposed to be? It's supposed to be 4 ounces fontina cheese, and this is 8, so it's already supposed to be half, so I'm just doing like a quarter of it even. Oy. Oh my god, it's thick as fuck. She dense. I've never had like fontina cheese. Like, what does she taste like? She's kind of tasteless. Karate chop it? Absolutely not. Over the hot plate. Does it make me hungry? Look at that thick block of cheese. Here, come over. You can have the rest of my cheese. More cheese for Gab. I feel like it's melting pretty well in there. I'm just gonna... Also, like, this is supposed to be, like, good melting cheese, so I'm just gonna cut it as small as I can. Zan Mom threw out the grater. Can't have anything nice around here. It's, like, very soft already. Like, it's not easy. Like, it's bending down like rubber when I try to cut it. Also, this is, like, not sharp enough of a knife for anything, actually, at all, but... Yeah, Gab, I thought you were gonna come over and, like... I don't know, I thought this was kind of like a date, but whatever. I guess I'll eat it myself. That's fine. I'll live. Soon. Okay, cool. You just, like, ring my doorbell. Surprise! Gab is welcome here. I will house you against the world. Giggles evilly very soon. Fun fact, when Gab and I first met, it was supposed to be in California, and then they surprised me by being here instead. And then we went to California together. And I didn't know that until like 2 days before it was happening. TP. Just a quick TP. That was the best surprise I've ever had, by the way. I don't know that you know that. I don't like surprises. So, that was the best surprise that's ever happened to me. Like, I'm saying that's not that hard, because I literally hate surprises. But not only did it work out because I was happy, but also, then of good surprises, it was the best one. Tricky to tell or not tell me. I know, because you know I'm gonna have a breakdown. But I was kind of in my breakdown period anyway, where I was like, sure, everything's happening to me. Whatever. Pull up. I like to be in control of every situation ever. And I was surprised. That was so joyous. Hi, Fiesta. Oh, she meow. Alright, let's try to put these in. Hoping they're small enough. Breakdown period's crazy. Am I wrong? Again, we do it again. Yes, I will not take any other surprises, but I will take Gab's surprises. Gab can pull up surprise. I feel like she's got to be turned up. She's very thick. She's getting... This is a thick-ass cheese sauce now. I'm a little worried the Fontina's not going to melt unless it really is, like, a very good melting cheese. Because now it's not even in liquid. It's in, like... it's in thick cheese soup. Oh my god, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. Hi. Nicholas Dibbles, thank you for the raid. Oh my god, what were you guys doing today? I saw that you were live. I saw that you were live earlier. Welcome, guys. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Zan. And this combines a couple of the things I do. Mostly I geoguess, but I did stream like 180 hours of Fallout 4. And now we are cooking today. We're already like almost 2 hours into our meals. We're making two things from the official Fallout 4 cookbook. We're making Piper's Irish soda bread. Piper was my companion throughout most of the game. I love her. She's my girlfriend, parasocially. And that's in the oven already. And we're also making blamco mac and cheese, which is what's currently happening up here. We're kind of in the final stages of that. We're melting down some Fontina cheese into our already like carrot cheddar cheese situation. And then we're gonna put the macaroni in it. My Fallout streamer, so true. Some stream racer, then some planning for a celebration stream, then trivia. I love trivia. Random trivia? I should practice some more random trivia. Throughout the spring semester, I wasn't in school, but my friends were in school. I was part of a trivia team. Like, we were doing bar trivia every week, and I missed that. It gave me such satisfaction. Honestly, you had me at mac and cheese. It's delicious. It's wonderful. I didn't hear anything else after cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. And the Fontina is really melting down. The chunks are like already basically gone. Delicious. It's gonna be hard. Also, we're in my bedroom, by the way. This is a I feel like it's pretty obviously a concocted setup. This is a misshapen, deformed, ramshackled setup that I made today. With a hot plate and a blender and my mic, and I have a saucepan of cheese going on in my bedroom, and I'm gonna vacuum so well after this because there's flour all over the floor from the bread. So me and Food Spoon are going to make mac and cheese waffles. I'm not opposed, I'm just processing. I'm not opposed, I'm just processing. I had chicken on waffles for the first time this year, a couple months ago now though. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Ooh, I just got like a good, I don't know if you can see it. I just got like a good like smear of the Fontina white cheese. Like as it's like mixing together with the orange cheeses. That's so good. Mac and cheese shaped as a waffle? Okay, slay. I did make French onion soup mac and cheese one time. That was also really good. Just to like add caramelized onions over like baked mac and cheese. Amazing. I haven't made a good baked mac and cheese in a while. I'm normally making like stovetop mac and cheese. Okay. Basically, I think that this is ready. Because I'm just supposed to, so I've pre-made like the elbow pasta. They wanted me to do that. Also, I don't think I can boil a whole pot of water over this hot plate. That's why I did that. Let me put her like that so I just feel more confident about it. I'm going to, am I possibly gonna put the pasta in that? I feel like that's a recipe for disaster. Recipe. I do like a lot of pepper and things. I'm not weak. I usually undersalt things probably and over pepper them, but that's okay. Including my cacio e pepe. The first time I made cacio e pepe, my mom and I think my friend Julia was here, and they were like, it's just pepper pasta. Yum, pepper. All right. Beautiful, gorgeous. It's giving that like oily mac from the cheese on the side already. Like on this back side. Wow. Okay, I'm bringing her up for a closer look. Look at this cheese. She's thick. She's thick. Look at her. Gorgeous. That is cheese and carrots and Worcester sauce and everything good in the world. Dan, 7 minutes till bread is ready. Thank you, thank you. My mod squad. Alright. I think I'm gonna put the cheese over this and then maybe like try to throw that on there and see if we can get it like a little bit warmer. Alright. I'm doing it. This just has elbow macaroni in it. And yes, I did make half the suggested amount of macaroni in anticipation. I had already decided I was making half, so it should be evenly coated. I'm doing a half recipe from what's in the Fallout cookbook. Which was not that expensive. I got on Amazon like last January. Very slay. That's how long I've been wanting to do a Fallout cooking stream. And then I was like, we're gonna do it when we finish Fallout. And then we didn't finish Fallout till now. Oh, goodness. Oh. It's giving that mac and cheese sound. For sure. For sure, for sure. I think it is picking up. Especially if I stop talking over it. Mac and cheese. Oh my goodness, it looks so orange. Mac and cheese ASMR! Just crank her up to high to get the hot plate kind of firing. It's like a balancing game with the hot plate because it's not like on constantly, it just gets to a level and then mega ASMR. Really, is it really bad? Or really good. Or it's great. Or it's fantastic. Okay, guys, watch my kid. Watch the kid. That's what good mac and cheese sounds like. All right, I'm turning her off. I did it! I made mac and cheese! Phyllis, she doesn't sound like that you need to work on it. She's risen! Like, for real. Like, actually. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, she needs another minute. Yes, the Lord and Savior bread. She needs another minute. I stuck a toothpick in, and she's like, it's definitely not liquid, but it's a little bit, like, sticky. There's, like, 2 drops on it. So I'm just gonna put her in for, like, 5 more minutes, all right? We'll try the mac and cheese, and we'll get her out. I'm gonna serve myself our blamco mac and cheese. She gooey. Oh, fuck. I really thought I had done this so nicely. Okay, I don't need more mac and cheese than that for this exact second. Mac and cheese. She looks kind of yellow there, but she's very orange IRL. Color correct for me. She's very orange IRL. She has carrots in it. There's veggies. Get your veggies, kids. I think this looks better than this. This is like when your mom makes the Kraft mac and cheese, but like puts in way too much milk at the end, and you're like, there's actually not enough cheese powder for this. They say, thanks to our partnership with Blamco, every vault is stocked with everyone's favorite Blamco brand mac and cheese. However, in case a mole rat infestation affects the boxes we've stockpiled, we've provided this recipe so you'll never be without your favorite dish. I'm getting lunch. Yes. I once found an actual box of Blamco mac and cheese in an abandoned house, and it cooked up perfectly. It tasted just like it did when I was a kid. Say what you will about corporations from the time around the Great War, they sure knew how to preserve food. Alright, I'm taste testing. Blamco mac and cheese. Once again, this has like carrot, garlic, mustard, Worcester sauce. Like, not what I think Kraft puts in mac and cheese. Whoa. Okay, I actually really like it. I really, really like it. It's not that cheesy. Like, once again, like, do I wish I was having curry right now? Yes. Because I like the flavors of, like, coconut milk and spices. And there's, like, the tiniest bit of chili powder in this and otherwise no spice. But for mac and cheese, I like this mac and cheese. It's not too cheesy. Like, it's not too cheddar, even though we mostly put in cheddar and just, like, a little bit of Fontina. And the hold is, like, really good. The hold is, like, really good. Like, it's very, like, they're together. It's not watery. It's not, like, burnt chewy. I feel like having the carrot in has, like, actually changed the texture. It's like, oh my god, what mac and cheese is it like? It's kind of like Velveeta mac and cheese. I wonder if Velveeta has carrot in it. Like, okay, this is gonna make it sound not good. You know that mac and cheese you get, like, at hotel vending machines? Like, you're in a hotel, and you have to go down to the lobby, because it's, like, you've checked in too late to, like, actually go out. Like, it's, like, the first night you get somewhere, you've gotten there too late to actually go out for food, so you gotta have what's in the hotel lobby, and you get that, like, microwave mac and cheese. That's what this tastes like. Which doesn't sound good, but I'm telling you, it feels good. The mouthfeel is good. The mouth feels good, and the taste is fine. I thought it was gonna taste bad. I thought it was gonna be like either like really strong cheesy. I feel like some people feel the need to overdo a mac and cheese. Some people are like, okay, to make it homemade, you have to use like the sharpest cheeses so it's like an intense flavor. No. No one wants that. We don't need artisanal mac and cheese. We just want like mac and cheese. Like, mac and cheese is not supposed to be organic. It's supposed to be Blamco Corporation Great War preserved food. And that's what this is. They've nailed that. They've absolutely nailed that. Like, their flex, for sure. Do I still kind of want sriracha on it? Yes. Plastic. There is a taste of plastic to this. Absolutely, there's a taste of plastic to this. Are you getting the sound too? That's good mac and cheese sound. That's definitely good mac and cheese sound. It's good as that. I know. I won't say it. I won't say it, but you know it's good. Like, my eggplant parm that I make, I think it's about, like, letting the flavors soak into one another. When I do, like, my eggplant parm, it's good night of. Same with my chicken parm, but this is, like, specifically true for the eggplant. It's good night of. It's great the next day. And I think it's because, like, yes, it all cooks together and you're sitting in the sauces and they're all simmering. But then when you package it and they just get to, like, sit together and then you reheat it, the eggplant, like, consistency really, like, melts together with the cheese and you get, like, a fuller bite. That's what I feel like this is gonna do. It's gotten hot as fuck in here with the hot plate going and all my windows closed and the oven on in my house. I would like go for bowl too. I need your Fallout girlfriend. I know. I need Piper and Kate. And then I need them to be girlfriends. Like, why not? Why would they not be girlfriends? I have 2. But they don't want to fuck each other. There's like a voice line about it. Like, Kate's like, when are we getting together, you know? And then Piper's like, in your dreams. And I'm like, yeah, in my dreams. That reminds me though. These things give us perks. It's in the, I'm reading. It's in the recipes that they give us perks. This one gives us +1 agility for an hour. So I can do parkour. Difficulty easy? I'll have you know I'm a chef. What was the Piper soda bread one? Difficulty easy? What the fuck? Hard. A birthday cake? This is not hard. Why is this even in here? A birthday cake? I can make a birthday cake. Call me Chef Zan? What's the fancy word for baker? What's a fancy word for baker? I feel like making oh my god, what is it called? There's like a pot pies that you make in like actual cans, like aluminum cans. Like you would collect in game. I kind of wanted to make myself like a little custom aluminum can and then make the pot pies in it. But you have to have a Dutch oven. You have to get like a fancy like Le Creuset Dutch oven to make those things. So I don't have that. Whenever I watch like family YouTubers, they always like have a crock pot, probably spawned. And they're like making enough food for like their 6 children. You'd be like, what family YouTubers are you watching? They are queer. Living Rosa. Emma and I started watching Living Rosa when they had 1 kid and now they have 4. Damn. I'm just 23 making mac and cheese from Fallout. And I just made my parasocial Fallout 4 girlfriend soda red. Why are there bobby pins? Like for your hair. Why would I want hair in my bread? Are there bobby pins in game? Yeah, there are. You're so right. They're literally what I use to open all the safes that I do so well, so skillfully. And then that's what turns Piper on. Literally every time I open a safe with a bobby pin, Piper goes, I like that. All right, should I check in the bread again? I really want to eat it. I really want my soda bread. Do I want some? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get some butter for it. Bread! Bread! It's Piper's Irish soda bread! It's so bright right here. I can't see. I'm a chef. It's hot. Ta-da! I did it! Okay, when we put the dough in, I was kind of upset that it didn't like go flat and then I cut an X into it. I was like, okay, cutting the X into it's gonna do nothing because it's already like sticking up texture, you know? But actually, it totally did. Like, there totally is an X in that bread. And also, that's what Irish soda bread's supposed to look like. I couldn't visualize the raw dough baking into, like, the shape of Irish soda bread, but that is it. It does come out, like, prickly. It's totally right. Boop, boop. Just like old times. I feel like we've been here before. Oh my god, but she's round. Like, I don't know where to cut. Okay, I'm just gonna cut here. Oh, she's like deep. She's deep. We've got like good crisp happening here. Like, how do you cut a round thing? I'm just gonna take like a real... I guess like normally you cut Irish soda bread like all the way across. Okay, but now I've started cutting in the middle. Okay, I'm just gonna take like a cake slice of her. And then I'll cut across for like the rest of it. I hadn't thought of that. I hope I buttered the sides of this well enough. I think so. Oh my god, it's gonna be like bread. Probably should let her sit. Okay, that's half of the slice. That's half of the slice. Oh, that's way less than half the slice. So this is our bread. Not getting that nice cross slice that we could. But it is cooked on the inside. That is bread. It's bread. I'll put some butter on this top crusty piece. I feel like the top piece is always what needs the butter anyway. And then I'll just try some of these plain. So, a little unsalted butter. Reminder, if you like salted butter, you're a fucking weirdo. How do we get a piece mailed to us? There's this TikTok of this guy who made ice sculptures out of hot dog water that looked like hot dogs and then mailed them out to people who wanted them, like unrefrigerated. So they just came as water. Yeah. So that's how I feel about this. I just loved the amount of dedication that went into that for absolutely zero product. Okay, I'm trying a true middle piece and then I'll like bite into the top piece because the crunch is always good. Okay. I'm getting craisin and I'm getting raisin in here. It's very soft. I feel like that's just because it's fresh. I feel like by nature, Irish soda bread is always a little stale. Like, I feel like I should leave it. I said I feel like so much, but that is how I feel. I should leave it out on the counter, let it get stale, and then eat it. That's, like, the true essence of Irish soda bread. Like, where's the, like, is it powdered sugar on top, or is it, like, flour that you're supposed to, like, flour the top of them? You know what I mean? All right. That's the softest Irish soda bread I've ever had. It's good. No, it's good. It's good. It's just making me question, why does one eat Irish soda bread? Like, wasn't it like a famine thing? Like, why would you choose to eat it? I'm fighting bots in your chat, thank you. No. Like, you know? Like, outside the famine. Because famine indeed. Okay, so for the famine. Okay, because it's good. It's the softest Irish soda bread. I feel like you're almost missing something by having it fresh. Like, I actually think I'm missing the taste of staleness that you usually get from Irish soda bread. Like, it's so fresh and bouncy and, like, warm and, like, cakey. It feels, like, cakier than Irish soda bread I get at a store. Like, if I get Irish soda bread at a store, like, around, like, St. Patrick's Day, then it's, like, denser. This feels, like, less dense. It needs a slight hard crisp of staleness. Yeah. Because otherwise it's somewhere between cake and bread. And if I was gonna have cake, I wouldn't have it be flavorless cake with raisins in it, you know? Then I'm like, because right now it's not bread, it's more cake. And then I don't want raisin cake. I don't want wheat raisin cake. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Also, the cranberries add a lot. I feel like do they usually have cranberry in them? Or are they usually just raisin? I feel like they're usually just raisin. I'm not a raisin person. So I kind of like don't taste the raisins, but I really taste the cranberries, and the cranberries taste like very sweet, and they actually pop and they're good. Because I usually feel like the raisins just add like a chewing on a bug texture, you know? But the cranberries not only add texture, but also taste. The taste is good. Alright, I'm gonna try the bit that I put butter on. That's also like crust bit. That was like middle bit. I usually like crust bit anyway. Like normally how I eat a slice of soda bread is I'll cut it long, and then I'll like eat it from the bottom to the top and like save the crust for last. I'm like a save what you enjoy for last person. I remember some people are like, like if you make a Thanksgiving plate, Do you eat what you like best first or last? I eat it last. I save everything I like for last. Go with some mashed potatoes and steak. Yeah. That's why we should have made the Salisbury steak. Instead I have mac and cheese. Okay, I'm going for the crunch. That's really nice. I look over and see you just having a little mouse moment. This whole day is a mouse moment. It's just me cooking by myself and eating it. Actually, that's most days. It's just right now I'm on a camera. Sorry guys, I'm just also impressed that I made something that actually rose. Like, I know this was an easy recipe. It's hard to have this one fail. But also I'm kind of impressed that like, it rose. Because when Gab and I made Kay a birthday cake, that did not rise. And I feel like, wait, the cupcakes that I made for 1 year. No, for a year? What did I make those for? I don't know. The cupcakes I made, they didn't rise, right? I don't think they rose all the way. So this might be the first thing. No, I guess the Cinnabons rose. But this might be like one of the first successful baking things I did where I actually rose. I tried to make macaroons one time. Those also did not rise whatsoever. They came out like, I think I was making like raspberry, so they were like pink. And they came out like a sheet of bubblegum bark. Like that's exactly how I describe it, bubblegum bark. That's the consistency. That was everything. Oh my god, okay. Really good. Macaroons are tough, yeah. That was ambitious of me. That was a long time ago. That was like probably like high school exam baking during the summer. I think that was around then. Okay. I'm not gonna finish that right now. Because it's bread. And it's just straight up bread. And so I'm gonna be thirsty. I'm like food comed. That's also how all the cooking streams end. They start with like high energy of like, I am stressed to be doing this. And then they end like low energy, like, thank you all so much for pulling up. We did it. Piper's Irish soda bread. Blamco mac and cheese on a hot plate. Guys, can we all appreciate the hot plate? I got a hot plate in here. I got a hot plate setup, which means we can do all the cooking streams we wish. I love doing these. I love how people come by. I love having the finished product. I love that I get to enjoy the finished product. Next time, maybe I'll invite a guest so that they can help me eat it and also help me entertain while I have to like go back and forth. But I feel like I did a better job than usual of getting everything in here and not having to go back and forth. But kind of the world's our oyster. Is that saying? The world's are we an oyster and the world's our pearl? Am I the oyster? The world's our stage? Are there no oysters involved? You're really, I am really going through it. I'm just gonna alternate my content with GeoGuessr and cooking. And that will give like a really good sum of who I am in life, I think.